Hi. If you're tuning in right now, you're probably watching the replay, but hopefully you can tune in and just make sure you leave it in your action, all right? All right, so we're just going to calm down, buddy. Calm down, buddy. Relax. All right, so there we go. Okay, still click on the live. All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this edition of mfersmedia Live. Yes, it is July 12th, 2018, and it is our tea time Thursday. Yes, I'm actually drinking a raspberry tea. I don't know if you guys can see that. Look. You know what? This one's got a little bit more. Hello, Christopher. How are you? All right, let's see if I can show this one. See? Let's turn it back a little bit. Turn it down there. See? So it's got a little bit of red in there. Yeah, it's a raspberry tea. This one's actually really darker. I don't actually have the tea bags in. That's why I took them out. Because I started to drink one, and I realized that I got to stop leaving my tea bags in because it gets really strong. But yes, I'm actually drinking. It's like a green raspberry tea. So, hello, hey, Mike Maybe. Yes, the infamous Mike Maybe. How are you? Yes. So yes, it is Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. It is our tea time Thursday, and yes, we have a whole bunch of facts coming for you. We are in studio with none other than Nacho the Cat. Yes. We are filmed live in front of it is live studio audience. You hear him snoring. Yeah. Master Chef passed out before the show. So, being the good buddy that I am, I let him be. Now, I have a pretty big mouth, and he sleeps through it, so it's all good. But we'll see when he pops up. You guys will hear him, don't worry. But yes. So you guys ready for some facts for today? Yes. All right. Nacho, calm down. I won't forget, okay? Yes, Nacho's been bugging me since last night, and he was just yipping in my ear. Not bad. It's always going great. Always. Yes, he's actually yipping in my ear. And look, check this out. Mike, look. He's like gone blinging. Yeah, but he's got like the 3 gold chains going on. Yeah. But yes, he's been chirping in my ear to make sure that I don't forget to do some shout-outs. All right, because we always do a couple shout-outs. And when I have guests in here, it gets a little upset because I kind of forget about doing shout-outs. Because we're just sitting there counting. All right, so we're gonna start off. Well, a little bit of a handful here. All right, a little bit of a handful here. All right, so we have Yvette Prince. What else we have? Oh, we have Angie Doyle. Oh, look, another one here for Angie. There you go, Angie Doyle. Hello, Caitlin. Hello. Look, and then we have Kim Hunter. All right, now who's gonna? All right, you guys ready? All right, so we gotta. Let's get some positive vibes sent from Nacho all the way up to Nick Baus. Yes, just like Sauce Baus. Hello, Tamara. Hello, Kaylin. Hello, everybody. What's that? Gangster. Yeah, he's totally gangster. He is. Like I said, look, he's like so blinging it out, right? Like, come on, Mr. T, eat your heart out, okay? He's like so got the gold chain romping. Totally. All right, you guys ready? We're going to do some of our positive history for today. All right, so we're going to start off with a happy birthday. Yes. Let's see how many of my MFers know this band. All right. So a happy birthday goes out to Christine McVie. Yes. The Fleetwood Mac songwriter, vocalist, and keyboardist who turns 75 years old today. Yeah, Fleetwood Mac. Happy birthday. Hello, Charlene. How are you? Yes. So a member for over 3 decades. She also released 3 solo albums. And also one with bandmate Lindsey Buckingham. Known for her smoky British vocals and catchy lyrics, 8 of McPhee's songs actually appeared on Fleetwood Mac's 1988 Greatest Hits. So yes, happy birthday. All right, so what else we got? All right, so our good news in history for today. All right, so, okay, this one for you. Okay, so everybody that's been talking about it for the past, beginning of the year, talking about minimum wage. Okay, this is one for you. All right, so the first minimum wage was actually established at 33 cents an hour. Yes, you're hearing that correct. 33 cents an hour. And that was established by the United States Congress back in 1933. So I figured that, I guess they must have figured, hey, it's 1933. Let's give them a penny for every year, 3 years area. Because now, wow, it's like shot up. I remember when I started off working, it was like $7.50 an hour. Yes, I'm old. Sorry. But I actually make pretty good money right now, so I'm definitely not going to complain. I'm hoping everybody's having a great day. All right, what else do I have here? All right, so on this day, 19-year-old Elvis Presley quit his day job at the Crown Electric Company after signing a record contract with Sun Records, and that was back in 1954. Yeah, at the ripe young age of 19. Right on, Elvis. The Rolling Stones performed in public for the first time at the Marquee Club in Soho, London, back in 1962. Oh, we got a lot of music stuff today. That's pretty cool. Geraldine Ferrero became the first woman nominated for vice president by a major U.S. political party chosen by Walter Mondale of the Democratic Party, and that was back in 1984. Hello, Kellahel. How are you? Thanks for tuning in. All right. So say Tom and Prince. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to knock you over there, buddy. It's okay. It's okay. Calm down. We'll fix it. Is that good? Is that good? All right. Okay. Sorry. I hit it. I'm sorry. Okay. Here, I'll pull my arm this way. So say Tom and Principe declared independence from Portugal back in 1975. All right. What else we got here? So today is another day in New York City when the sunset occurs along the center line of Manhattan's street grid, known as the New York City solstice, or also known as the Manhattan Henge. That's really pretty. It is too. So if you missed it yesterday, the half sun. Did I go too far? No, actually, that's right. All right. So if you missed it yesterday, the half sun, if there was no cloud over, will again be illuminating both sides of the street at 8:30 p.m. That's going to be interesting. Oh, look, there's one of my little MFers. How you doing, Keegan? It's great to see. Well, good to see your name pop up, buddy. Always. And also on this day back in 1917, the writer and naturalist Henry David Thoreau was born in Concord, Massachusetts. A leading transcendentalist and one of the first environmentalists. Thoreau is best known for building his own tiny one-room cabin on nearby Walden Pond, and writing a book about simple living in natural surroundings. All right, so as he set out to live deliberately, he found spiritual fulfillment within the harmony of nature's four seasons. Also an abolitionist and tax resistor, Thoreau's books, articles, essays, and poetry have influenced many of the great thinkers of the 20th century. Among the lasting contributions are his writings on natural history and an essay, Civil Disobedience, an argument for disobedience to an unjust state, which influenced the political thoughts of such notable figures as Leo Tolstoy, Mahatma Gandhi, and Martin Luther King Jr. As a philosopher, he said famously, if one advances confidently in the direction of his dreams and endeavors to live the life which he has imagined, he will meet with a success unexpected in common hours. So that's pretty cool. Yes, that's kind of, reaches out there. Right on up. So that's pretty cool. That is. Okay. Hey, he built out his own one-room cabin. Nothing wrong with that. Get back out to nature. There's nothing wrong with that. Come on. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys haven't had a chance to, take your kids out, it's the summertime. Take them out camping. Get them out to the woods. Come on. Let the kiddies know what nature is, okay? If you're sitting at home in the summer, okay, and your kids are sitting there and they're like, take the phone away. Take the gaming console away. Grab your kid. Pack them up. Okay, I don't mean pack your kid up and pack up some stuff. Grab the kids. Get in the old vehicle. If you don't have a vehicle, call a friend that has a vehicle. If you don't have, call a cab. Just get out there. Take the kids camping. Let them know what life is like without the everyday electronics that they play with right now. Hello, Peta. Hello, Lindsay. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. All right. So where did it go? All right. So we're going to tweak this off quickly. If I can find it. Okay, there it is. No. Why aren't you switching over? Okay, so we're going to go like this. We're going to tweet this off. Okay. Hey, Derek M., how you doing, brother? It's always great to see you. All right, so let's see here. We're going to open up our facts for today. And I know we got some really cool facts here. Let's see. What do we got? I got two. Where's the rest of them? Oh, here it is. I forgot to actually open this one. Okay, I was actually checking this one out. But, oh, wow. Are you serious? All right, let's see if I can rearrange this so I can actually get this to work properly here for you. Okay. You know, Nacho? Your cup's going to come in handy, buddy. If it wants to turn. Doesn't want to turn. It doesn't want to turn. Are you serious? All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to try my best. This is really small writing. All right. So here's some facts on meteors. Yes, meteors. It's so tiny to writing. All right, so there's this off to the side. All right. Should grab my glasses too. All right, so a meteor shower actually occurs when the Earth passes through the trail of debris left by a comet or an asteroid. Meteors are bits of rocks and ice ejected from comets as they move in their orbit around the sun. That's pretty cool. A meteor that reaches the ground is actually called a meteorite. Yes. So they're out in the air. Out in space, they're called meteors, but when they hit the ground, they're called meteorites. All right, so there you go. So meteor showers actually get their names from the constellation in where their radiant is actually located. It actually precedes. What's this? Precedes actually comes from Perseus, hence the name precedes. Okay. So comets continuously eject material with each passage around the sun. This replenishes the shower of meteorites. Wow. All right. So approximately 30 meteor showers occur each year that are actually visible to observers on Earth. Some of these showers have been around longer than actually 100 years. Yeah. So they are definitely antiqued. So, for example, the Perseid meteor shower, which occurs each year in August, so it's actually coming up, ladies and gentlemen, next month. Okay, it's coming up next month. It was actually first observed about 2,000 years ago and recorded in the Chinese annals. Ooh, okay, so the Chinese, they saw it. Meteors are also sometimes observed with red, yellow, or green trails. The colors are actually caused by the ionization of molecules, like oxygen, which appears to, vapor off as green. What else over there? So a fireball is a meteor that is actually brighter than the planet Venus. Wow. That's pretty cool. So radar indicates that there are over 12,000 meteors on a given night that are about the size of a piece of dust. Wow. The International Space Station has shielding to protect it from meteors up to an inch wide. That's a pretty inch wide, I guess. I guess that's if they land, right? Okay, well, let's see if these other facts come in a little bit better. Because that one actually hurt my eyes to read. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can get this going now. There we go. See, that's the normal lettering. Okay, so we're going to try this again. Guys, ready for some more facts? All right. Okay, Nacho, relax. Okay, I'll get my arm this way. I don't knock you over. Okay. All right. So Toyota Motor Corporation started back in 1937 as a division of Toyota Automatic Loom Works. Yes. So while the Toyota Group is now best known for its cars, they're actually still in the textile business as well. Yes. The founder of Toyota Motor Corporation actually spells his name. His name is Toyota, but it's actually spelled Toyoda. Yes, his name is Kichiro Toyoda, but it's spelled totally different. That's cool. But it is exact. Okay, so it's actually pronounced Toyota, but just spelled differently. The spelling of the company name was actually changed to Toyota because when it is written in katakana, which is Japanese script, It only takes 9 strokes to write, and 8 is actually a lucky number in East Asian culture. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, so Toyota with the T instead of the T. Oh yeah. So that's the only difference. Instead of the T, it's a D. But with the T, it's 8 strokes, and I guess the number 8 is considered really lucky. Hi Verna, how are you? It's great to see you. All right, what else here? Okay, so Kichiro Toyota, son of the founder of Toyota Automatic Loom Works, got ideas for the first Toyota cars from the United States. He traveled to the U.S. in 1929 to investigate automobile production because Japan needed to start producing domestic vehicles due to their war with China. So early Toyotas bear a striking resemblance to the Dodge Power Wagon and the Chevrolet. Even though Toyota started in Japan, the company has created more than 365,000 jobs in the United States alone. The Korean War actually saved Toyota. The company was on the verge of bankruptcy and produced only 300 trucks in June of 1950. So in the first few months of the Korean War, the U.S. ordered more than 5,000 vehicles from Toyota, and the company was revived. War efforts? Really? Hi, Amanda. How you doing, doll? It's always great to see you popping in. All right. So Toyota actually first came to America in 1957. Okay, now remember, the original owner, the founder, came over to the States in 1920. Okay, so in 1957, the Toyota vehicles finally first came to America. So in the year 2011, Toyota was ranked as the 3rd largest car manufacturer in the world, right behind General Motors and Volkswagen Group. But Toyota is the world's leading manufacturer of hybrid vehicles, and there are more than 1.7 million Toyota hybrids on the road right now. Hey, Sean. Oh, Sean's here with that mean little star. Hi, Starla. Scarlet. Hi, buddy. How are you? Hopefully, waving hi. If not, go wake her up. Go hi. Mike says hi. Anyways, because we gotta definitely come out and hang out there. It's the summer. I want to go hang out with the ghosts and my little buddy. So yeah, so Toyota actually invests $1 million every hour in research and development worldwide. They do this in pursuit of building better and safer cars. That's pretty cool. Hello, Timmy. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. So 80% of Toyotas sold 20 years ago are actually still on the road today. Yeah, they are. So there you go. Some fun and interesting facts about Toyota vehicles for you to share with your family and friends. All right. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm going to go back. Facts. All right, okay. I'm definitely going to be giving Master Chef props on this. He's lucky he's asleep. All right, okay. So this is an interesting one, okay? Because I always bring you guys facts, and Master Chef always finds us the facts. There we go. So we got some facts on zombies. Yeah, you guys ready for this? All right, and they actually have their own day too. That's funny. All right, so the word zombie is actually related to the African word Nzambi, which actually means God. The grand serpent, le grand zombe, was the father of all Leos and other gods, and appeared in the shape of a python. See, there's something new, right? And here you guys go. This is funny. We can actually celebrate World Zombie Day worldwide on October 8th. October 8th is World Zombie Day. All right, so I guess if we have a zombie apocalypse, I guess it's their day, October 8th. There are actually basically 2 theories on the origin of zombies. One is actually a cursed person dies and returns back as a zombie. And the second origin is actually a person contracts a virus or is exposed to radiation. That's what most of us are used to, right? In the movies and stuff. You bought a Klotz. They're cool devices. Yes, if you drive a vehicle, always make sure that you have a car cell phone holder, okay? Don't be driving and texting or driving and calling. Make sure it's sit there on that holder. Come on. I love using the Bluetooth in my car because it's hands-free, and I can hear them through my car because my car's like a big, giant speaker and microphone. It's pretty cool. But yeah, always make sure you guys have a phone holder, okay? And always pay attention to that where you're driving. So yes, mummies are actually not usually regarded as zombies because while zombies are in a constant state of decay, mummies are actually deliberately physically preserved. So according to zombie lore, the only way to kill a zombie is to damage its brain or cut off its head. Hey, what's up, Brian? How you doing, brother? It's always great to see you in here, buddy. All right, so what's this? So because viruses are not independent living organisms and need a living organism to reproduce, so like a zombie virus, could be considered a misdemeanor because zombies generally are thought to be dead, right? The constant state of decay and stuff, right? So some critics actually theorize the zombies prefer the taste of human flesh. So if they can taste anything, okay? So because warm human flesh may have to do with a zombie virus needing fresh DNA, or some kind of parasitic microorganism receiving some form of nutrients from live blood cells. So while the cause and decapitations of zombies throughout history have varied, one element actually links them, and they actually all comprised of brains. That's what it all boils down to, right? So George A. Romano is often referred to as the father of the modern zombie, and is widely viewed as the creator of the modern zombie cinema. He's actually written and directed more zombie films than anyone in history, and he's had some pretty good ones. Yeah. So modern conceptions of zombies originally began with voodoo religion, yes, in the West African Yoruba tribe, and then traveled with captured slaves to the Caribbean island of Haiti, a busy slave center in the 1700s. So critics do note that George Romano's zombie films are great because they use zombies as a device for social commentary. So in other words, they're not movies about zombies, but rather about groups of human beings and how they actually react in crises. Well, that's pretty cool. I don't drive a car or a driver's license. You always got to make sure you have a driver's license before you drive, always. So there's actually a law in Haiti that makes it a crime to turn someone into a zombie. Yes. So Article 249 states that if someone drugs another person, buries him as though he were dead, and then digs a person up and brings him back to life, it is still considered murder. So the most famous of real-life zombies is actually Haitian Clarius Narcissus. He claimed that he was turned into a zombie by a combination of powerful neurotoxins and hallucinogens. Yeah. That's the whole voodoo stuff, right? Basically you're drugged. Yeah, like the old school, 80s. A person's kind of like drugged with this toxin and stuff, and they appear dead. They do, and you cannot tell that they're alive. You can't find a pulse. You bury they're buried like in the ceremony and stuff, and then after they're buried, their priests or whatever they have, come back, dig them up, and actually the state that they're in when they awaken, it's a zombie, almost like a zombie state, but they're at the whim of the one who digs them up, right? So it's kind of weird. So yes, so always remember when you guys talk to us as zombies, Okay, there's different variations. There's the ones that we grew up with in like movies and TV and stuff, where it's like, The Walking Dead, brains, right? But there's always so many little loopholes when you think about it. Look, there's, and I know now I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna piece this apart, because like I said, cases of zombies been around for ages, but it's kind of like I said, it's a huge like neurotoxin hallucinogen and stuff. But when it comes to the modern zombie that we watch on TV and stuff, they always talk about the decapitation of the head, the bullet in the brain, but then they leave like so many different like little loopholes and stuff, like all the zombies that eat brains, they eat flesh, they eat brains, eat flesh, but how are they digesting this? You know what I mean? Like, they're dead, so their organs are not functioning to actually digest or anything. You know what I mean? Like, we can sit here and so poke holes at the modern day zombie. That is actually kind of funny. All right, so let's see here. It's over here. Where are we? All right, there we go. We're there. But yeah, like I said, I remember growing up watching was it Night of the Living Dead? Night of the Living Dead and Return of the Living Dead. And there's just so many little loopholes. Was it Return of the Living Dead? I think it was Return of the Living Dead. The grave robbers at the beginning. They get the smoke inhalation from out there. They're breathing it in, so they end up eating zombies later on. But the grave robbers, and they actually get this head while they're grave robbing. Now, this head, they travel around the movie with this head in this bag. And it talks to them. And it's like, brains. And it's like, okay, well, the head's decapitated, so it just makes no sense. But, yes, with George A. Romano, it is. If you watch a lot of his zombie movies, it's not about the zombies. And a lot of people will perceive it as like, yeah, it's a zombie movie, it's a gore fest. No. It's all about the groups of people that are together, how they get through the crisis of, like if someone gets bad or, they have to go get food, and it's all about the socialization. I don't know. Well, that's good. That's good. Trust me, I got the old AC blaring in the studio. Oh yeah, I'm a fat man. I don't like the heat that well. Hey Ernie, how you doing, buddy? But yeah, Mr. Chef goes down. That's all the facts you sent me today. That's it. You didn't give me enough. Not true. You didn't give me enough facts today. And he's out cold. Okay. See if I can get it. I don't want to throw anything too heavy because I don't want to hit him. So we're going to throw a tape ball on. See if we can. See if we can. All right. See. Nope. Too far. I'm not going to have to go through that all. Ooh, that's a rock. I cannot throw that because it would cause damage. Only the gamers and the movie people will survive the apocalypse. I don't know. Like I said, like I said, George A. Romano is kind of like the creator of the modern zombie. Like if you go back and read the older zombie movies, it's like a trance-like state that they're in. Like there's a lot of voodoo magic and stuff with zombies. But that's what I mean. Like we look at the modern day zombie as the zombie that's always been around, but it's not. Who's gonna save my butt? I come save you. Don't worry, okay? I'm a big gamer. Mr. Chef's a big gamer. You got the MF family coming to you. Don't worry. Hey Jake, how you doing, brother? It's always good to see you. Not saying I haven't seen you in a while. But yes, I don't know. What's everybody want to talk about today? It is our tea time Thursday. We read all our facts the Mr. Chef gave us. I don't have any more facts. No, Mr. Chef always gets those ready. No wonder he goes off beforehand. That's probably what he was doing. He was because I remember. I think it was like 20 minutes before the show. I remember I got the last email from him with the zombies, and I'm like, oh, okay. And I didn't think anything of it. And then I'm like, oh yeah, he's asleep, and I'm not thinking anything of it. But yeah, he was probably still finding someone to watch. If he's not awake by the end of the show, I'm waking him up because I'm going to jump on him. I'll jump off the back of the couch onto him. Just to wake him up. And I want to see his phone. I want to see if he's still got facts on there. This is like half our show, no facts. Guess what? I want to do some shout-outs, bud. Yeah, want some more shout-outs? Okay, let's do some more shout-outs here. All right, because, I don't have guests either, so my mind's not occupied with the guests. I'm just going to bug you, Nacho. You're like my co-host, buddy. Yeah, you even got to have your own live feed on Monday, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys didn't get your chance to, go check it out. Monday's live feed was MFers Live with Nacho the Cat. Yes, with Nacho. All right, so I got a little bit. Okay, I'm going to just grab this whole thing for a look. Okay, I'll even turn it this way. Okay, fine. I won't touch it. Don't make Nacho upset. Sending positive vibes. All right, so there we go. Okay, sorry. So we have Mary Jane, go for it. Look, so you guys can actually see how I'm doing this. We have, Verna Lockman. Oh, look at this. So Verna for 1, Verna for 2. So, look. Verna for a triple. Check that out. Ooh. Yeah, I know you did. Like I say, Nacho loved your comment. He did. And look at that. Charlene Pratt. Look at that. You get yourself a shout out while you're here. Right on. All right, so we have Jazzy Wood Tilly. What else we got here? We have, sorry, Sully covering your name. Sully Zohan. Then we have, Christine Kirkwood. I gotta get this one first. All right, who I have here. Okay. I have Ashley Smith, Angie Doyle. See, look, guys, I haven't moved my hands. So, like I said, there's no trickery in this. Okay, so these are everyone's that I just pulled out of my. Okay, of course, it's upside down, right? All right, so we have Peter Zelinka. Comes all the way from BC. Who else we got here? Oh, we got Kelly Poulsen. Kelly, yes, she's in BC. She's in BC or Alberta? I think it might be BC. I think it's BC. But yeah, she's a radio show manager, radio studio manager. But she's really cool. She's awesome stuff. It's pretty cool. I love watching her show. Well, not watching, listening to her show. She's actually on internet radio. Mike, how you doing, Mike? It's great to see you, buddy. Always great to see you. And sorry about that. I actually totally forgot to post that last night. So it is posted just before today's stream. And that was your positive vibes from Nacho last night. It was. All right, so we have Susan Tremblay. We have the one for Leah Dubrick. All right, so we're getting down there. We have MJ Go Force. That's Mary Jane. Oh, look at this. Got another one from Mary Jane. Jazz, you know what? You just missed it. You did. You just missed it. I just did a shout out for you. I think it was like 4 or 5 names ago. What else are we here? We got Rich Nelson. Then we have Nick Baus. Yes, Nick Baus, like Sauce Baus. That's the name that he's holding right there. All right, who else we got here? Oh, look. So that's not a triple. That would be a quad. Quad? Yeah, quad. Berna Lockman. All right. Next. Calm down. Don't be getting all hissy. All right, here you go. Send some positive vibes into. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Hold on to that. Come on. Do I have to take the gold chains off? Like, leave me a little bit lopsided there, buddy. But you know what? That is actually some really good tea. It is. Like I always say, ladies and gentlemen, if you sit, you don't drink tea because you're like not really fond of the taste, try out different teas, different flavorings and stuff like that. It is actually, they are really good. And like I said, I just had it was a green tea, but it was like a raspberry green tea. And it was really good. It was. And like I always say, I've learned the hard way myself from sitting here on my tea times Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I leave the tea bag in too long. A fair warning, okay? If you are drinking tea, okay, you do not want to sit and drink your entire tea with that tea bag in, okay? Because it will get stronger and stronger and stronger the longer it sits. So always make sure, take your tea bag out. Usually, like if I go to Timmy's or whatever, I get myself like an extra large. I wait like one tea bag in it. Oh yeah, I'll make them put the second one. They put two tea bags in my extra large, and it starts getting strong like right away. But yeah, I usually leave it in there from the time I grab it at the Timmy's until the time I get back home. And then I'll take the tea bag out, get rid of the tea bag, and drink it as is. Because you don't really, like I say, you don't want to let that tea bag sit in there. I've sat here with many streams on a Tea Time Tuesday or Thursday, and I'm trying to drink the last of my tea, sometimes after the end of the show. And it's so strong that sometimes I can't drink it. But yes, just like I said, fair warning. Like I said, if you're not a big tea drinker, do not leave the tea bag in, okay? But like I always say, don't kick tea yet, okay? There are many different flavors and styles. Tea is amazing. You can get chai, you can get green teas, you can get, all natural teas. You can get like Earl Grey and honey lemon. There are so many different flavors. My favorite tea, I've always known it as the Christmas tea. The only reason I recognize it and remember it as the Christmas tea, because it's usually around Christmas time is the only time I can find that tea. And it is. It's like usually it's called Christmas tea. And it's got such a unique taste to it. I have a hard time finding it anywhere else. But yeah, that's like my favorite. So, tea earlier. I forgot that I still had, 2 in pot from last night. 2 bags in. Ooh, bud. That's going to be some pretty strong tea. Oh, yes. Suggestion when it comes to that, because it's the choice. And even with coffee. Oh, yeah. My mom taught me a trick with coffee. All right, but with your tea, what you do is just, because you left the 2 tea bags in overnight, okay, reheat the whole, we'll take the tea bags out, reheat the whole thing, okay, but then split it into 2 cups. I'd say, boil some water, and then, add some boiling water to kind of like water it out a little bit. Because you got to remember, tea's flavored water, and same with coffee as well. My mom used to always go to make me go over to Timmy's, grab her like an extra large black double cup. I'd come back, I'm like, oh, here's black coffee, Mom. And she'll take the cups apart, and then she'll divvy them up, and I'm like, okay. And then she'll fill them up with cold water. I'm like, oh, are you serious? She goes, it's coffee. She goes, I just buy 1 coffee, I get 2 for the price of 1. It totally works. Peppermint tea is great for digestive system. Yeah, it is. Apple cinnamon. You know what, Charlene? You share one of Maester Chef's favorite teas because he really loves the apple cinnamon tea. Yes. And as for pepper, I don't know. Like, I can never. It's even the taste of mint. I'm not really that much of a fan of mint, but what I do like about mint, is like the peppermint tea bags and stuff like that. Get yourself hot chocolate and drop a mint tea bag in. If you've ever had an After 8 before, those little thin chocolates, yeah, they're like really super thin. They're square. They're really super thin. Like I say, you drop a mint tea bag in there, and yeah, your hot chocolate will taste like an After 8. It's awesome. Oh, hey, Frick, how you doing, buddy? It's always great to see you. Always. Yes, see, like I said, we're getting on the top of the teas. That's pretty cool, though. It is. Any more things about teas? What else? Yeah, and like I said, there's so many different ways. Like I said, you can go to Timmy's. You can get like, it's actually, I can taste the difference with the steep tea compared to a normal tea. The steep tea is kind of like brewed the same way the coffee is. They have a little packet they open, they put it into the filter, and it's like a coffee filter with a cone. Okay, and they put it in there, and then they put it in, and then they flick it on, and it boils it. Okay, now boiling water ends up going through and slowly dripping out. That's why they call it steeped tea. But like I said, it's almost the exact same way as making coffee. Um, because you don't take your perk coffee and put it right in your cup. You put it in, the filter in the coffee. You know. But yeah, like I said, I don't know. I can taste the difference between, like I said, steep tea and normal tea. I drank steep tea numerous times, but like I've always really enjoyed to go back and just having the normal tea. Sometimes it's good to, and it is. It also depends too. Like if you add cream and sugar and stuff, I kind of prefer adding honey. If I have no access to honey, I'll put like one sugar into it. But I try not to put cream or milk into it, because it's a flavor, right? The tea has its own flavoring. But when you're sitting there and you're actually sipping on a tea, it's a good way to figure out your own taste when it comes to drinking tea. Because like I said, you don't really want to leave your tea bag in that long. There are some people that will leave their tea bag in for the whole time. That they prefer that taste. To me, that's too strong. But like I said, I don't. Yeah, the tea bag will stay in by the time I get here. And okay, I'd say about. It sits in there for about maybe the first quarter of my tea, and then I get it out because I don't like it too strong. But when you're sitting there sipping and drinking on tea, you can. Oh, this is getting a little strong. Pull them out, okay. Hi, Sue Lee. It's great to see you. Hello, Mary Jane. It's always great to see you. Wow, 4 times that appeared. Really? 1, 2. I only got that up 3 times. Yeah, I only got that 3 times. That's funny. Now watch. I'm going to see it pop up again, right? But okay, yeah. So, what's your favorite tea, ladies and gentlemen? Come on. Like I said, tea, like, because you can like iced tea, and iced tea is like so easy to make. It is. It's so iced coffee too. Okay. Quick, simple, easy recipe for iced tea. Okay. Brew a pot of tea. Okay. Use a few tea bags for this. Okay. Because you gotta remember, iced tea is cool, like basically chilled tea. With sugar. Yeah, with sugar. And it's the same way with making like the iced coffee. Like I will not go out and I will not buy iced coffee from Tim Hortons because of the cost. It's ridiculous. But if I want my own iced coffee, I will go purchase my coffee and then I'll go stick it in the fridge when I get home. Yeah, iced coffee, exact same way. Red rose, that's a really good flavor as well. Orange pico. Orange pico is usually the basic. I think that you get at like most importance is the orange pico. I know I actually have red rose and orange pico in the cupboards. And I know that I got to come down and I'm going to have to come bug Mary Jane at some point because Mary Jane's got a bunch of tea for me and a teapot. And I just haven't had a chance to get down there. But I will, Mary Jane. Definitely. We're going to hook up. I got to get this tea from you because I will. I'll use a little teapot for everybody. All right. So we got a red rose and we got an orange pico. Anybody else? Guys, come on. Let me know. What are your favorite teas? All right. So I said, Jeff. Hey, Jeff. How you doing, brother? It's always good to see. What, Jeff? What tea, my friend? Let's see, did I miss anybody else? Yeah, see, steep tea leaves a fuzz on my tongue. Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I could taste the difference between, like I said, a steep tea and like a normal tea. I don't really have a favorite. Like I have ones that I don't really prefer, but I like tea in general. But one tea that I highly recommend is Chinese tea. And Chinese tea is really good. And it's really cool because, Mr. Chef and I will usually go to our local Chinese food restaurant, which here in Guelph is the Royal City, which is a great little place. we'll sit there and we'll order a pot of Chinese tea. We've sat there and watched them make this. And you see them, they put their tea leaves and stuff inside the pot, and the water boils, and then they put it in, and then they bring it over. And you don't usually drink like tea with like a coffee. This is a coffee mug. When you drink Chinese tea, you get a cup that's about this big. So it's like this big. And you pour it and you sip it. And as you're drinking your tea, look at the bottom of your cup, and there's actually tea leaves in there. And a lot of people back in the day were tea leaf readers. That you would pour yourself tea, drink your tea, and then they would read your tea leaves. The leaves are left at the bottom of your cup. I hope all is well. Jeff, come on, buddy. I know I saw you pop in here, brother. Come on. Hopefully you're all well. All right, see here. Oops, nope. What is this? All right. You know, we're going to see if pumpkin chai black tea smells and tastes good. Ooh. Now, I've had a pumpkin tea, but I don't think I've ever had a pumpkin chai tea. That actually sounds really good too. It does. But like I said, you can Google search it if you want. Like the different varieties of teas, and you would be amazed. There used to be a little store here in Guelph. It's not here anymore. And I used to always walk past it. And then the one day I went to go in, go, okay, I need to check this place out. They were closed. But yeah, like when you walked in, they had like a wall here and a wall here, and there's like every tea you can think of was on these walls, because there are so many different flavors out there. It's amazing. It sounds weird, but it's good. Like I said, I've had a chai tea, I've had pumpkin tea, I've had black tea, but I've never had that combination put together. So yeah, I think they took my pen on me again. Well, I usually have one here. Oh, wait, is that my pen? Oh. Yes, I got a pen. Okay. Oh. All right, so I'm going to write this down because you know what? I actually want to try that out. So that would be a pumpkin. So pumpkin. Oops, nope, not pumpkin spice. So that'd be a pumpkin chai. Pumpkin chai. Black tea. Definitely gonna check that out. It does. It sounds really good. Like I said, I've had the pumpkin tea and stuff like that before. Look, I used to always, like, if I'm not at, like, if I don't go to the restaurant, I usually don't go anywhere for my Chinese tea. I usually stick when I go to the restaurant. But I usually grab myself like an Earl Grey. I don't know. I know that I have a cupboard full of Earl Greys. But yes, you definitely share one in common with Master Chef because apple cinnamon. Every time we go for tea at a Timmy's, it's the tea he picks. Apple cinnamon. Okay, buddy, we'll get you apple cinnamon. And I'll sit and I'll get the Earl Grey or the green tea. But that's the thing. Like I said, you go to your local Tim Hortons, they got like holders. I think it's like 8 different tea bags or 12 different tea bags. But like I said, I always keep it out. My game is calling me now. Peace out. All right, peace, Fred. Thanks for hanging out with us, buddy. We're just still got 2 minutes. Okay, you know what, ladies and gentlemen? I'm going to see. We're going to go find ourselves a positive story. How's that? Because I think I just saw one with Oprah. Well, there's one about Oprah, but where's that other one I was going to read? I saw it come in earlier today. Okay, so let's see. Oh, okay, this one. All right, so any MFers out there who are sports fanatics, let's go give this one. This one's really cool. I'm an orange pico or a hot chocolate with a mint tea bag in it. That's the best. And you know what, Jesse? I was just mentioning that, buddy. about dropping a mint tea bag into the hot chocolate, and it tastes just like an after eight. That's awesome, buddy. That is. See, like I always say, and that's why I have Tea Time Tuesdays and Tea Time Thursdays. You know, like anybody that knows me knows I'm a big, huge coffee drinker. I'm always drinking coffee, always. Like I kind of think I have a coffee type, not a blood type sometimes. Yeah. Like I said, if you find that you're getting like really stressed out and stuff, you know, sit back. And, you know, if you're a coffee drinker, you know, just sit back, enjoy a cup of tea. I'm not saying drink tea every day, quit drinking coffee. No, like I drink tea at least twice a week, at least. And that's every Tuesday and Thursday. I'm guaranteed that I'm going to be drinking a tea because I sit here and I drink tea and read facts to everybody. Now, if you guys have been watching my show for a while, I haven't always had hot tea either. I've had iced teas and everything, as long as it's the style of a tea. But yeah, sometimes, you know, sit back and enjoy a cup, you know, a nice hot, warm, a nice warm, actually, no, tea's best when it's steeping hot. It is. When it's like really, really hot, boiling hot, that's the best time to have tea. Now, I'm not sitting there, you know, boiling water, get tea bag and start chugging it. No, don't, because that would just hurt. But yeah, this is the thing with tea. And that's why I always say, you know, don't leave your tea bag in too long unless you want it like it really strong. Because I can actually let my tea cool down, and I can go back to it later on, and finish drinking it. Oh yeah. How is this? After I put the boy to bed, I'm going to make a tea. Yes. I mean, here's a little fact for you, okay? Because, you know, there's always been this big misconfusion about, you know, I don't like I drink tea because I don't like the caffeine in coffee. I got some news for you. There's caffeine in tea. Yes. You actually have to grab caffeinated tea or certain kind of not caffeine. But yes, always read your packaging because you'd be surprised. There are actually a couple teas out there that have more caffeine in it than coffee itself. Yeah, it's really interesting. So yes, I wanted to read this earlier because this is pretty cool. So J.J. Watt, okay, he quietly donates $10,000 to family of fallen firefighters thanks to a tweet. Yeah. So while a community mourns a friend, father, and firefighter, this NFL player is being hailed for quietly reaching out to ease their financial struggles. So last week, firefighter Captain Corey Barr died in a gas explosion when he was responding to a call near his home in Sun Prairie, Wisconsin. So in addition to Corey's wife, Abby, having to grieve her husband, the explosion also destroyed the tavern that she managed with her husband. So a 15-year veteran of the fire department, Barry was also beloved by his community. So as a means of raising money for their fallen friend, a local church started a GoFundMe page for Barr's family. One Twitter user took it upon themselves to send a direct message to J.J. Watt, the defense back end for the Houston Texans football team, in the hopes that the Wisconsin native would sympathize with the cause. So the tweet read, "All right, you have yourself a great night, Charlene. Thanks for hanging out with us, dear." So the tweet actually read, J.J. Watt, at J.J. Watt. Please do what you can for Corey Barr's family. He was very well known, liked, and appreciated in the Sun Prairie community. He was brave and a true hero. Any and all support from one fellow firefighter family to another. So not long after, a massive donation of $10,000 was made to the GoFundMe page, courtesy of J.J. Watt. He did not publicize his good deed or draw attention to it, but people noticed it right away. The original goal for the campaign was $15,000. But within a few hours, it had raised over $40,000. One day later, the page has now raised $121,000. I really wanted to read that because I know I do have some offers out there that they have GoFundMe pages. Please keep being patient with it, okay? Don't give up into it, okay? Always just keep sharing it. Like I said, if you send it to me, I will share it as much as I can. Right now, we do have a GoFundMe page that's actually pinned to the top of MFers Live. That was for a Guelph fight that we lost the day before my birthday on July 6th. He's a great guy. I never got to meet him. I got to hear great things about him too. I never got. There's a lot of people I haven't had a chance to meet yet. And like I said, it kind of, it bothers me because I never got to meet him or anything. But what really bothers me, he's a Guelph fight. And from all the stories that I've heard and everything, he would have been a great MFer. He would have. And they started a GoFundMe page. And like I said, if you guys ask me to, I will post it. I will post your GoFundMe pages. And like I said, I will try to pin them up the best that I can for everybody. But yeah, like I said, if you have a GoFundMe page and you're seeking out help, don't give up on it, okay? Just keep resharing it, sending it out, and you'd be surprised, okay? Like I said, these people, their original goal for this family was $15,000. That was the original goal, and just within a few hours of letting it go, they raised over $40,000, and then one day later, the page was raised up to $121,000. And I know I have some people, I've raised $30. This is not the way I want it. Don't give up, okay? You truly need that help, okay? Just keep posting it out there over and over again. Try different platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Reddit, like any way you can, send it out there, okay? And you'll be surprised. Because on the GoFundMe page, I actually have the app. I do. I have the GoFundMe app on my phone. People sometimes don't even go through social medias. They go directly to the GoFundMe page, and you can actually go through different GoFundMe pages, like new released ones and stuff like that. Or you can check in different categories. All right, so we're going to show this off. So that's really cool. JJ, you are awesome, buddy. Totally. And like I said, he sat there and he didn't publicize nothing. He just made the donation, and it was made by him. So that's pretty cool. Like I said, it's kind of like what the MFers do. It's kind of what we do. We don't help to get recognized for helping somebody. We just help somebody. It's our nature. It's what we do. All right. So you know what? I can actually see if I can find JJ Watt. I think it might actually send me JJ Watt. Oh, it did. It did. No, I want this. This one. What did it send out? Why is it not connecting right to my page? All right, that's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna have to. Yeah. See. See here. Okay. So this. Okay. So let's see here. So somebody replied to JJ's because people have been posting all over about JJ, and he's not saying anything that he did anything. It says this man at JJ Watt is all class. He's been a blessing to WI and this world. Thank you, Lord, for this man. See what else you got right. I can imagine that your wall is probably. We're gonna go see if we can find JJ's wall. All right, JJ, let's see what's going on, buddy. This is why it takes us like 10 hours to film one commercial. Do it. Oh, okay. So there's Watt Brothers outtakes on the Gatorade commercial. And it took them 10 hours to film one commercial. That's funny. All right. So, yeah. I do not see. No, close this. Yeah, I do not see. That's awesome, buddy. I definitely give you props, brother. Yeah, he's yeah, it's pretty cool. That is like I've just like gone through like a few months of his wall on Twitter, and nowhere on there has he actually. That's pretty cool, but it's awesome. He did not say anything about the donation whatsoever. That he made the donation or anything. But with the GoFundMe page, you can actually see where it comes from. So that's pretty cool. And like I said, that's kind of like what I do. I don't sit there, go do something nice for someone, then come on here and go, hey, you know what? I did this for this person today. I did it for this person. I don't do it to get recognized. The only reason I speak out about, and let everybody know, is because there are so many people out there that don't realize there's so many of us around. And they gets lost that they're alone and no one's there, and you'd be surprised. We are. It's just it's kind of like what some of us MFers do. We help people out, but we don't do it to get recognized. We don't. Like we've posted a video on Big Sexy, having the heart of gold. Now he didn't ask anybody to videotape him or anything, and he wasn't looking for recognition. But somebody saw, hey, this big guy is doing something so nice for somebody. It's not something you usually see, because it's not something you usually hear. That's why you don't usually see it. But yeah, like I said, it's just what we do. So yes, we have gotten to the end of our time, ladies and gentlemen. I know I'm probably setting down to everybody's ear off. But yes, thank you all for tuning in and listening to the facts. We actually got to have a little bit of tea time talk. That's pretty wicked, everybody. Woo-woot. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for tuning in. All right, so make sure you guys come back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. We have no plans. I have no idea what's going on yet. Not till Friday gets here. All right, so to the one out there, I know that you do watch. You may not comment, you may not react, but always remember, je t'aime, all right? And I want all my MFers to know I love each and every last single one of you, okay? Because without use, MFers life wouldn't be where it is today. It's all because of use. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, remember, make sure you guys tune in. Oops. What's going on here? Okay. So make sure you tune in. Same MF for time, same MF for channel. All right. And if you're watching me live right now, or you're watching me on a replay, or you're just listening, if you can't say it to yourself, okay, you guys can always tune in at the end of my shows. I always make sure I say it. And if it's still not good enough, you guys can always reach out to me. I will personally say it to myself because you know what? I believe it. And always remember, ladies and gentlemen, that you matter because you know what? You do. Each and every last single one of you. All right, never forget that, okay? Because you do. It was just proven to me just recently. You'd be surprised waking up one day and realizing the amount of people that you actually help. If you weren't there one day, the things that would happen. Okay, and if you ever sit there and you're like, no one will care if I'm gone. They will. Okay, I guarantee you that they will. All right. And always remember, if you guys are ever alone, feeling down, always reach out, all right? Always. Because you're never alone. There's always an MF out there somewhere, okay? And in the words of Bill Nye, the science guy, all right, let's help save this world. And the best way I can think about it is by spreading a little bit of peace, love, and positivity wherever you go. You guys have yourself a great night. See you all tomorrow.